Hello and welcome back to Total Crypto for another video. Right guys, it looks like something is about to kick off within SHIBA INU, and it looks like we can make this nice healthy trade, and we could possibly make up to around about 40% move to the upside. And I'm going to show you in today's video how you can trade to get up to 40%, unless if I see a confirmation of us heading our way back down to roughly run about down there at, I think that's a 5 zeros at 9575, then that could also be a massive trade to the downside. So why don't we just stick around for the video so I can show you how you can profit from this trade. And once again guys, this is not a financial advice, this is something which I've been doing for a long while. I want to demonstrate to you guys the power of trading ethically and more in an efficient way. So if you like the sound of that, so let's roll the intro. Hello guys and welcome back to Total Crypto. And starting off the day, we're going to be checking out SHIBA INU on the daily chart to give us more of a confidence bias in terms of where we are heading. Now, the reason why I have chosen to say that we are more than likely to go up is because on that smaller time frame, it looks like that we are more than likely to be able to head up even further to the upside. And I'll show you how exactly after the daily chart, which is right over here. We're going to change that into the 4-hourly chart. And on a 4-hourly chart, it looks like that we are retesting and we're just about broken from this height over here. So that means that we have more potential move to the upside. So what I'm about to do right now, actually I've already placed a trade roughly around about here, right on this line, because I saw us breaking up from a smaller time frame, and it looks like that we are more than likely going to head a little bit further upwards. But I wouldn't put it past the chart if we did something like this with a stronger confluence coming back down, which means that we have a stronger case of moving back up to the upside. And let's bring out the measuring tool from here to there, and like I said, it's approximately about 40% move to the upside. I'm about to do 5x leverage, which will give me about 200% move to the upside. And guys, leverage trading is really risky if you don't know what you're doing. So I would strongly recommend anyone, if you were to leverage trade, do the lowest possible, like 1 to maybe 3x, and be prepared to potentially lose that trade. So ensure that you do put in a stop loss. Right guys, so with that out of the way, this looks more plausible because we have broken to the upside and above this highs over here, and it looks like that we are still continuing going up. And yes, that's looking pretty decent so far. Now, what if we don't continue pushing to the upside and we do fall further back down? Well, in that case, I'll be looking to add more to my positions to around about over here. The reason why, because we made this nice parabolic move to the upside and we saw almost a 50%, well actually about 50% retracement back into this area here. Then we had 1-2 candles before we blown away back up to the top. So if anything, it looks like if I draw a line here as a support from where we're broken up from, which is right there, we went up, but we never really came all the way back down, so we held that as our support. We're currently on the upside, but it looks like we could potentially head back down. That's why I'm keeping an eye on the chart right here, and this is my typical setup in terms of my trading strategy. And usually whenever you watch any other like learn how to trade YouTube channels, they'll say to you that whenever we go up, then once we do pull back down even halfway, imagine this now becomes your support. It was the resistance, now it's your support, and then from here it looks like that it is more than case that we are going to go back even higher than this level here and push much further to the upside. chart is not always this clean, of course, where we do this move 1, 2, 3, because sometimes if you do come back here, that could be a double top, and double top usually signals that we are going to make our way back down, creating this M pattern right here. But on a good strong bullish chart, we should be going, making that first wave, second wave, that becomes our new support, and then we should push further up, which means technically this is now also the support area right here. So potentially this could be making its way back down here, creating this area here as support before we continue to make that move much further to the upside. So I think quite possibly this could happen right over here. So we are still currently moving slightly bit further to the top, which is quite a decent trade so far. So I'm currently 5% up, nearly 6%, which is pretty decent. But I'm looking to hold the trade so I can see whether this plays out the way that I'm looking at this current chart, because obviously right now we're just about broken up, so we could see potential moves like this. So that is my bullish case scenario. But from a bearish case scenario, it looks like if we do actually break down to retest the zone, but then we don't quite recover to go back up and we go much further down, then potentially we could be looking at a trade, well, a bearish move to the downside, something like this, followed by a retest from what used to be support, now it's resistance, and then powering our way back down to that long area where we actually consolidated for a very long period of time. Now that wouldn't be too much of a bad news. Reason why, because if you're a hodler and you're a believer of Shiba Inu, then the further down we go, then you can actually get some more of a Shiba Inus. And guys, that will still be an absolute remarkable opportunity to be able to do that, because if you do come back down into the zone, that means you can get some more SHIB, add more to your bags, and then if we do come back down here and we make that move back up to the top, that will easily give you a 50% move to the upside. And if we do push even further to the upside, that would be an amazing trade. With Shiba Inu, I am currently doing my perpetual trading on SHIB, as well as holding it as a hodl. I'm not gonna sell all my SHIB, not unless until we hit the 1 cent mark, and that's going to give us a astronomical amount of returns. If you've watched my last video, I've actually explained in details how much percentage we're going to get. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. Why don't we even just go to the monthly chart for a second, and then I can quickly show you what to expect with Shiba Inu. But I'll do one last thing though, guys, before I show you that. What I do absolutely love doing with the crypto charts in general is to pull out the Fibonacci retracement. So I measure from right from the top and to the bottom. If we were to squeeze in the chart and zoom out even further, and you can see that it says here that we're expecting Shiba Inu to at least go all the way up to 303. So if you measure anywhere from here up to there, that would give us easily 2,450% move to the upside. So you see, guys, the power of the Fibonacci retracement. It gives you approximately, like, how much could you expect if we believe that to the extension of the Fibonacci retracement, that if we do end up hitting at least this area up here, then it should give us a an overall bias where we could see for the foreseeable future with Shiba Inu. However, with Shiba Inu, they've been burning up to, I think so far, 80 trillion coins, and they still continue to burn as much SHIB, which means the supply and demand will come in and the price should be going absolutely sky high. In fact, why don't we just for the playing sake that we do see a 1 cent, which I'm currently holding out for. Now this will be quite insane, guys, because if we go up to 1 cent mark, with SHIBA INU, you can see that we could quite possibly get up to 63, what's that? Here it is, around about 61,000 percent move to the upside, and that is quite insane. Because let's say if that was to happen, we do get up to 61,000% move to the upside, that you do only add, or let's say you throw $100, into SHIB, you wait until the 1 cent mark, that can quite easily give you a $61,270,000, and that is just with $100. Yes, guys, that is how much you'll be looking to receive if we do hit the all important 1 cent mark, which would be, I think, everyone's target for SHIBA INU. That will give you, like I said, 61,270% if you only put $100 today and you hold until we reach that mark. But why do you just want to put in $100? The reason why I say that is because if we zoom back into the chart, there will be days where we will see possibly a big pullback, whether it's 20%, 30%, maybe even 50%, because during the bull season there's going to be a lot of choppiness within the charts. And I don't know why I got onto the hourly charts, because I do hate the hourly charts. So let's say if we do manage, let's just say that if we do manage to get to around about 20% drawback, or even 50%, I would be loading up a lot more SHIBA INUs, which means the more money I put in, then the more I could get return from my SHIBA INU. So perhaps that 100 to give me that $61,000, that could be maybe 200 pounds I'll put into dollars I put in, maybe even 4 or 5 whenever it dips. Then the longer I hold that, then the more rewards I shall seek in the future. Obviously, guys, I'm not prophesizing this. Anything can happen in crypto. I could even lose all my money in SHIB. But as long as we continue having this good momentum within the crypto space, and there are decent utility cases, as we do currently with SHIBA INU, and there's more to come from SHIBA INU, guys, you can make absolutely bank. So I think I would just leave it there for now. We will come back and return and revisit the trade setup, which I like to update you guys on my next video. So for now, guys, if you do like my channel, please give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and also you can subscribe to my channel right here, and you can check out my last video right here, and I'll see you in another one.